Shoals officials told Way 31 a directive from the state means means that police and firefighters won't get the Moderna vaccine next week like they thought.
Way 31's Breken spoke with Shoals officials about who is getting the vaccine next and when all first responders could get it. Breken?
Yeah, guys, emergency service personnel members are going to be the first ones to get this vaccine. That basically means any paramedic or anyone who is on an ambulance is going to get it. Now, with Keller Ambulance, their employees have already started getting the vaccine, and that's because they're connected with Helen Keller Hospital. Now, sometime between Christmas and New Year's, Shoals Ambulance employees will start to get vaccinated, but right now there is no time frame on when police officers and firefighters will get vaccinated.
We just hope as soon as possible, depending on what kind of shipments the state gets in after this particular round that's coming in at the end of the week. They may decide sometime next week that we can start, but we don't have that information definitively.
Colbert County Emergency Management Director Michael David Smith said they're still collecting the names of firefighters and police officers who want the vaccine.
Because of the way that the vaccine has to be stored and because of the limited availability, and because of the time frame that once you get your vaccine, you have to wait 15 or 30 minutes. They don't want everybody showing up over there at once.
Smith said, according to the state health department, firefighters and police officers fall into the medium risk category. So right now, the plan is to vaccinate the high risk first responders, like those who work on an ambulance.
I'm excited. I want to be first in line. I do. I'm getting in the older generation, and my immunity is not as great as kids. So, I'm happy for the opportunity that we're going to have for this vaccine to show up, and I've got several of our people are very excited to get it.
Blake Hargett is the operations director of Shoals Ambulance. His employees have been coming in direct contact with COVID patients on a regular basis. He said they have been allocated 300 doses of the Moderna vaccine, which will be given through the North Alabama Medical Center next week.
We probably have a little more than what we need, and then so we'll give those back, and then they'll trickle down the line to other people.
Hargett said his crews work in 24-hour shifts, and they are scheduling people to get vaccinated in shifts.
So once one of our crews work off, we'll send them down to get their shots, and then that'll have a couple of days off to recuperate, try to get back on their feet if there is any side effects, or if they're they do get weaker, don't feel well for a day or two, and then get back on their feet for their next shift. And we'll rotate them through. So we're looking at, it may take us a week to get everybody done.
Now, Hargett said this has been a very stressful time for his employees, and they've honestly gotten used to caring for coronavirus patients at this point. He said being on the front lines of this virus is a big reason why he himself wants to get the vaccination, and he wants to get his crews vaccinated as well. Now, again, there is no timeline on when police officers and firefighters will get vaccinated, but we know they're next after emergency service personnel. Live in Florence, Breken, Way 31 News.